The evergreen legacy, the history of the Christmas tree. In the dim glow of a winter moon, deep within the snow-cloaked forests of ancient Europe, there stood an evergreen tree. Unlike its deciduous neighbors that surrendered their leaves to the biting frost, the evergreen remained steadfast, its verdant needles defying the bitter cold. Little did it know, this resilience would turn it into a global symbol of hope, renewal, and festivity. The pagan roots, trees of the sun. Long before the birth of Christ, ancient peoples revered trees as sacred. The Druids of the Celtic lands believed evergreens held mystical powers, their unyielding green hue a reminder of life's perseverance through winter's grasp. During the winter solstice, when the sun seemed furthest from the earth, they brought boughs of fir and pine into their homes. These verdant branches were talismans against evil spirits and tokens of the sun's promised return. In the icy landscapes of Norse mythology, evergreen trees were thought to be linked to Yggdrasil, the world tree, whose roots and branches connected the heavens, earth, and underworld. The tradition of honoring trees during the solstice marked the genesis of what would later become the Christmas tree. Christianity embraces the evergreen. By the Middle Ages, as Christianity spread across Europe, pagan traditions were gradually woven into Christian rituals. In 8th century Germany, Saint Boniface, a missionary, is said to have introduced the concept of the Christian tree when he felled an oak tree sacred to the Norse god Thor. In its place, a fir tree grew, its triangular shape symbolizing the Holy Trinity. By the 16th century, the modern Christmas tree began to take shape in Germany. Legend credits Martin Luther, the Protestant reformer, with adding the first lights. One winter evening, while walking through a forest, Luther was captivated by starlight shimmering through the branches of evergreens. To recreate this ethereal beauty for his family, he adorned a tree with candles, igniting a tradition that would light up the world. Royal seals of approval. The Christmas tree gained royal approval in the 19th century when Prince Albert, the German husband of Queen Victoria, introduced the practice to Britain. A drawing of the royal family around a decorated tree in Windsor Castle was published in Illustrated London News in 1848. The image enchanted the public, sparking a craze that spread throughout the British Empire and beyond. Across the Atlantic, German settlers had already brought the tradition to America, but the royal endorsement gave it a glamorous boost. By the late 19th century, Christmas trees became a fixture in American homes, adorned with handmade ornaments, strings of popcorn, and candles. A twinkle of modernity. As the Industrial Revolution swept across the globe, innovations brought electric lights to Christmas trees, replacing the hazardous candles. In 1882, Edward H. Johnson, a colleague of Thomas Edison, created the first string of electric Christmas lights, transforming trees into safe, sparkling spectacles. The 20th century saw the rise of commercial ornaments, tinsel, and artificial trees. From towering public displays, like New York City's Rockefeller Center tree, to humble, homespun decorations, the Christmas tree became a universal emblem of holiday cheer. The tree today, the Christmas tree transcends religious and cultural boundaries. It graces town squares, living rooms, and even virtual screens. Each ornament tells a story. Each light glows with the warmth of shared memories. The evergreen, standing resilient through centuries of change, remains a timeless reminder of hope and togetherness. Its roots are deep in human history, its branches reaching toward a future where its glow unites us all in celebration. So next time you decorate your tree, remember, you're part of a tradition as enduring as the evergreen itself.